When a person decides to buy a car, there are millions of options, such as sports cars, SUVs, convertibles, and minivans. And those are just the types of cars. Cars can have the latest technology or just the basic safety features. A person must eliminate some of the options based on their needs. For example, a family with 3 kids in elementary school would probably want a different type of car than a teenager who has saved up for his first car. Just like a car buyer has to eliminate car options based on his or her need, a test taker has to eliminate answer options based on the question. Determining incorrect answers can make you a great test taker. Here is our learning target. Effective test takers also determine incorrect answers to help determine the correct answers. Let's practice this together. Down below, you will see the steps for taking a test. The first thing that you need to do is find the question or command. Typically, what you always want to do is look above the answer choices. Here is the question. Your second step is to read the question or command. Here is the question. Which set of words best replaces the underlined words with more clear and specific language? My third step is to analyze the question or command. Here in this question, they are asking about the words that best replace the underlined words. Therefore, I know that this question type is probably about word choice. My fourth step is to underline keywords in the question. I'm going to underline the word best because it is bold. Also replaces the underlined words with more clear and specific language. What I'm now going to do is I'm going to go back to the passage for the fifth step, and I'm going to look at the underlined words. What I'm now going to do is I'm going to read the sentence that the highlighted underlined words are in, and then I'm going to go through the answers to do a process of elimination. So it says the term melting pot refers to a group of people of different cultures living in the same place. The next sentence is, however, some people believe that the idea of a melting pot is not really right. So here when I go to A, an organization and correct. A group of people could be an organization, really right, could be correct. Then I'm going to go to the next one. A group of people could also be an association, really right, truthful, not really. We don't really use the word truthful as meaning really right. So I'm going to go ahead and put an X there. A group of people could be a community, really right, accurate, could be. A group of people could be a crowd, really right, honest. That's not really the meaning of really right. So now I've eliminated 2 answers, and I'm left with 2. I'm left with A and C. From there, I have to make a decision. Well, it seems like the group of people they're talking about is really more of a community, people living together, than really an organization. So C is going to be my correct answer. What I'd now like for you to do is I'd like for you to try the steps and the process of elimination with this particular question. Stop the video and then please restart it once you have your answer. The first thing that I need to do is find the question or command. Again, I usually look above the answer choices, and here is my question or command. My second step is to read the question. It says, which 2 details are unnecessary and should be removed from the paragraph? My next step is to analyze the question type. Because they're asking me for unnecessary details and removing, I know that this standard is going to have to do with editing. My next step is to underline important words in the question. So I know that I'm looking for 2 details that are unnecessary and need to be removed from the paragraph. What I now need to do is read my answers. As I read my answers, I'm going to try to do a process of elimination. Choice A says July 20th, 1969, and collected soil samples. I know that dates are usually really important information. So I'm going to eliminate A as an option choice because it uses a date. Then it says B, a Republican president from California and through a telephone radio transmitter. Both of that information could be important, could not be important. I can't really make a decision right now, so I'm going to go on to C. A Korean War veteran and a Republican president from California. That's information that's telling me more about the people. Could be important. I'm going to skip that for now because I can't really make a decision. D, to ever step foot on the moon's surface and a Korean War veteran. Well, I know it's pretty important for someone to be the first to ever do something, especially if it's on the moon. So I think that detail would be important for the passage. I'm going to eliminate the choice D. So now I'm left with answer choices B or C. When I go back and look at them, I'm going to go start with B. Well, through a telephone radio transmitter is pretty important because it does give me information about how they were probably able to communicate. Then C is just giving me more information about the two particular people. So when I think of what's unnecessary, I would think that C, telling me that someone was a Korean War veteran and then a Republican president from California, is pretty much added information that would be unnecessary and could be removed. What you are now going to do is you are going to do station practice, in which you will complete 2 stations on determining and eliminating incorrect answers. You may now start your stations.